Alright, Richie. I'm hot on your trail. I just watched your PROG video. And I'm in agreement with you on one thing, but I disagree on the other. Okay, first of all, this is about the guy that lost the $300 with PROG. First of all, this is to the guy, if he's gonna watch this, whoever this guy is. First of all, when you're a new trader, when you're a new trader, before you put money on a position, you got to make a game plan. You got to make a decision what you're going to do ahead of time. You don't just close your eyes, put your hands over your face, and hit the buy button. First of all, the very first question you have to ask yourself is, how much am I willing to lose on this play? I don't care what play it is. I don't care how guaranteed you think it is. You say to yourself, how much am I willing to lose on this play? Once you come to that number, you plunk down the money. Now you can do it in 50% increments, or you can do it in 25% blocks, or you can do it all in one shot, aka Richie the Calzone style. Okay? But you make your choice, you perform the action, you hit the buy button. Okay? And if that game plan that you come up with before you hit that buy button, there's only 3 ways you can play it on any play in the stock market when you go long. You either say to yourself, I'm all in, I'm going all the way no matter what, I don't care if it goes to 0, then you hit the buy button. Or you say to yourself, you know what? When this goes down 10% or 15%, which is what most wise day traders do, it's good money management rule. It's golden rule like number 2 on the noob list. And if that position goes down 10 or 15% more than it hits your trigger, or you sell it live in the moment, and you never do a market sell, for crying out loud, you do a limit sell. No market buys, no market sells. But anyway, you sell that position 10, 15%, and then you only lose a little bit. You would have only lost $50 or something, maybe 30. Okay? Or when you get in that position, like I said the first time, you sell it all right away. You can make a game plan. All right, if this thing just moves down even 2%, I'm out. Okay? Now, usually the smart way you do a buy is you buy in 50% blocks. That's what I do. I figure out what number I'm willing to lose. I cut it in half. I do my first buy with the first half. I do my second buy on the dippy doodle. But if you don't do it like that, and this is where me and Apefather disagree, if you have a number in your mind, I only want to spend $1,000 on this play, and you put it all on that buy button, you close your eyes, you put your hands over your face, you hit buy, and that $1,000 gone. That means when it dippy doodles, you don't try to figure out where you're going to get the extra money. Rob a bank, sell some drugs, sell some coke, sell your body. You don't try to figure out where you're going to get an extra $500 or $1,000 to buy the dip. You just hold it, because that was your game plan. You said, I'm putting $1,000 on this and I'm going to buy. That's it. All right? You must have a game plan ahead of time. You can't just panic and sell it at $350. That's why you lost all your money. All right? Now, part 2 of this little lesson for the noobs out there. Can't even remember what I was going to say now. Part 2 is, when you do a buy, you never panic sell. You always have a number that you're going to sell at. You always have a number in your mind. All right? Unless something really crazy and unusual happens, and there's some story coming out behind the scene about the stock, there's brand new news, it's earth-shattering, it's falling like crazy, then you get on that motherfucker and you hit that sell button as fast as you can. I don't care if you got to run outside in the snow naked, cross your neighbor, get to your neighbor's house, borrow his laptop, have your ding-a-ling slapping along on the keyboard. You ask him if it's got internet, whatever. You log in, you get in your thing, you tell him not to look at your code, you're in your account, and you sell it. And then you ask your neighbor, please don't look at me, my ding-a-ling's hanging out. And then you calmly leave like a gentleman, but you're still wearing your socks. That's based on a true story. All right, that's the rules of basic trading. Those are the rules of basic trading, people. And on another note, concerning PROG, I know people aren't going to agree with me. I know Ape Daddy's not going to agree with me. The first part of the dumpy doodle has happened. And I'm not saying that because I wish ill will. Okay, because Relentless is in PROG. I'm saying that because I see the pattern. It hit 4. Now the dump begins. I don't care if it only went down 1%. This is the beginning of it. Okay? Watch what happens on Monday. I hope I'm wrong. But this is how it usually goes with these bio plays that are under $5. They start to dump. They either dump hard the first day or the second, but the dump starts. Okay? And then it just continues and continues and continues. Then it breaks $1. Then it goes down to 30 cents. Then you're hoping and praying. Then it gets to a dime. And then you double or triple load. And then you lose that too. And then you start crying. You start thinking about the day you ran across the street in the snow naked, but you still had your socks on and they were wet. Your feet were freezing. Your ding-along was hitting the keyboard. And then it hits 0 and then it's out, baby. Lights out. That's all I have to say. That's my opinion on PROG. Nonetheless, I hope everybody scores big. I hope everybody make a lot of money to buy lots of pizza. That's all I have to say.